Hit the clock, so I'm calling this meeting to order. Welcome, everyone. This meeting is being recorded and will be available on the city YouTube channel. I need a roll call, please.
Hearing Leonard.
Nick Wolf, Dan Wozniak, Mike here, Connor.
Thank you. Next, I need approval of the consent agenda, which just consists of the meeting agenda itself.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, our first topic on the agenda, discussion on possible motion concerning starting the process of hiring a Public Works One employee.
Chris is sick today, so that's why he's not here, but Dallas has resigned effective Wednesday, the 31st.
Whoa.
And so we would like to get this posted. Iowa code requires that we post it for 10 days for veterans preference and put it on our website. We had 2 recent applications that we had interviewed for when we hired Logan, who started Friday. And then we received another one after we already had those interviews scheduled, so we did not interview that person. We would like to see who else comes in and interview that other person. We didn't know if you wanted to start it right away, use the same hiring committee, what your thoughts were on the process.
Start it right away, use the same hiring committee.
Yeah, I don't see a reason why. Is there reasons why not to do anything different?
No, and last time when we posted, we said it was open until filled. That way there isn't some, as they come in, you could look and if you've got somebody we can recommend, hopefully have somebody to recommend for hire for your January 13th meeting.
Unfortunately, timing is such that it just missed the fax deadline and printing.
And it will be posted around town, it'll be on our website.
Okay, so I need a motion to that effect, please.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, moving on. Item number 6, consider ordinance number 4, amending chapter 20, city attorney. A little refresher on the background for this council. Back on December 9th, council meeting, you approved changing the attorney contact procedures by way of resolution. The city attorney had given an opinion indicating that he felt that was in conflict with the city ordinances. Next, what happened was I was opposed to that resolution, chose not to veto it because I assumed it would be overturned, but I did not sign that resolution and it went into effect after 14 days. You as the council wanted to address the recommended ordinance changes and chose to do that this evening rather than waiting till the January 8th special meeting. So that's where we're at. Cynthia's drafted up some changes that she feels are appropriate.
So the first one is the city attorney chapter. I took out the sentence about the compensation. We have never done that.
He still gets paid, but just not by resolution.
Yeah, right. Just whatever
They bill us.
they bill it, just like any. And then I took out the clerk, where it listed as requested by and put city administrator, mayor, and council. And see, this place might not have had clerk, but one of the other ones did. I forget.
Looks like you just added.
Oh, here, in 06, clerk was taken out. So I made them all consistent, city admin, mayor, council. And then add the sentence, procedures for soliciting legal advice shall be done in accordance with the policy as set by resolution of the city council.
Ordinance number 4 is changing chapter 20 of the attorney.
Yeah.
Procedures. So any discussion on that, council? Questions, discussion?
I think in no way that this hinders contact with the attorney, but I think it does create a team effort. So there's multiple people on the same page and aware of dialogue with the city attorney on a regular basis. And transparency is important now more than ever. And I want to make sure that I state that it's meant to get more people on board. Everybody knows what's going on. And it creates less issues going.
And the reason I took out clerk is I think with a city admin, mayor and council should, once the decision is made, those would be the people that would contact.
Well, anything the city clerk would want, she just goes through the administrator anyway.
And we've had some bills from the city attorney for 2 employee issues recently. How much did that amount to? Total roughly?
Well, the first one was over 5, the last one was over 10. That's,
So in the neighborhood of $15,000 and in dialogue between. Was there anybody other than the mayor involved in that?
I don't believe so. Well,
Mayor-
no, Mary Ann was on
Mary-
that.
Mayor Pro Tem.
So it keeps on one of the topics or both topics maybe?
There was not
On
2 topics.
2 topics on the
Two topics.
employees, it was on. Okay.
Yeah.
So involved in both of those.
No, Mary Ann was just involved in the second one.
In the second one, so
Yeah.
the first one was just one person. So that kind of keeps taxpayer money. Joanne, you had sent in your email December 23rd. Rather than waste everyone's time and taxpayers' money for a special meeting, I think that's exactly what this resolution helps to correct going forward. To maintain. Now, maybe we go back, maybe it still ends up that way, at least while there's more people that are aware of everything that's going on, which is what transparency is all about, and it's important. Multiple people involved in the topic is critical.
Even if the topic is about one of the people on the committee.
Well, there's 4. And it has to be 3. 3 out of 4. Checks and balances.
Any other discussion, council, on that? You have a resident waiting at the podium, but the council needs to discuss first.
We're just changing the ordinance to sync up with the resolution, and it was language that should have been cleaned up about a year ago when we started the city administrator position. That part of this.
Yeah, it adds the city admin, takes the clerk out of one of the paragraphs and then adds the sentence about the policy.
Okay. Resident public comment, please identify yourself.
Barbara Connor, 101 Williams Boulevard, Fairfax, Iowa. How many times in Fairfax's history have we had this type of situation where the council decides that they want to have 4 people involved when it comes to calling the city attorney?
Is that a question?
Yes,
I think when you look at $15,000 worth of taxpayer monies, that's worth having a process involved rather than one person, and that could be a city clerk, that could be a mayor, that could be a handful of people going in. It just protects everybody going forward with transparency. It's not just meant to be just the mayor, but it goes for this affects everybody, not just one person.
repeat that again, please.
This doesn't affect just one person, this affects everybody involved that wants to contact the city attorney, city clerk. Going forward, they have to follow the same process, so it's not just for one person.
Did you hear my question?
No, I did not.
I understand that.
Okay.
You did not hear my question.
Okay, and what is that?
The question is, how many times in Fairfax's history has the council asked or decided that 4 people, city employees included, should make a decision about contacting the city's attorney concerning Fairfax's best interests or the law?
Well, we didn't have a city administrator until a year ago, who was affectionately the COO of the city. Also, there's recent concerns about who should contact it and over what reasons. And there was kind of nebulous reasons being given. I know the one.
Wait.
Yeah,
Really?
we just, yeah.
Were there?
Yes, you can look in previous.
I don't think so. I don't think so, Mr. Healy.
You can look in previous notes where it talks about.
We'll keep the tone.
Well, let's just keep it to the topic. Okay, so I'm saying in Fairfax's history, or actually, I've checked around a little bit with surrounding communities, nobody does this, but Fairfax does now. Why is that?
Do you think it's a good use of preventing excessive contacting of the attorney?
And the money that's being spent, didn't you say that as well? The funds? Okay, let's talk about the funds. Want to do that? Where's the money being spent in Fairfax? Gonna worry about a lawyer? Seriously? I think y'all need a lawyer here, big time.
I don't really think this is relevant to the topic, so about fund usage, if you have a specific
Okay.
question about this, you can ask.
Okay, the mayor is the conducting officer of the meeting. Barb, do you have anything else relative to this specific topic? We've got 7 minutes. We've got about 4 minutes left on that.
4 minutes. I prepared something to bring tonight to speak to all of this council about. I decided not to bring all that up. Not now.
Yes, it does have to relate to this.
But I'm just saying right now, I still have a few minutes. That, I'm really embarrassed by how this meeting was brought up by all of you. Well, not all of you, but some of you. Wow. Just wow. You know, I love this town. I know our mayor does too. Shame on you all. That's my opinion. But I'm really disappointed in some of you folks. And I've lived here since 1981 or 2.
Barb, please keep the time.
All right, I'm hearing the topic. Even gonna go there. I'm just so done. I'm so sad for this. I'm so grateful for January 1. Come on, Bernie, bring it on, baby.
No, all I was gonna say is by getting more people involved.
But
it
Bernie,
allow-
can
I'm
you,
sorry, Bernie Cretin, 706 Lynn Street,
thank you.
Fairfax, Iowa.
Yeah.
Need a phone number too? No,
No, just
okay.
name it
All
after,
right.
please.
All I was gonna say was, by getting more people involved, it allows us to look at the problem to see if the problem could be solved locally without an attorney.
Did you do that?
I wasn't involved in it.
And you never did. Barb,
No, I never contacted the attorney in 7 years as mayor. I never contacted the attorney.
yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Barb, please. Just let Bernie speak uninterrupted, please.
That's okay. If you want to talk bad about me, Barb, I'm okay with it.
I don't.
I'm okay.
Okay, what did
I
you,
really am.
please? All right. Get back to the council, please. Just one comment based off of what Barb said. I did also, as I told the council back on December 9th, toss this topic out to the Mayor's Association members. Got several comments back in emails and no other community that responded had any written procedures or did not allow their mayor solely to contact. If anybody would like to see those emails, I gladly share them with you. So with that in mind, council, do you have any further discussion? Not, need a motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
This is an ordinance, so we need a roll call, please. Tom?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Okay. Next, we need a motion, to consider suspending the rules requiring that this be voted on at, 2 additional council meetings.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please, Marianne. Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
And lastly, we need a motion to give final approval to this ordinance.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, Tom.
Aye.
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 Aye. All right. Moving on to item number 7, which is ordinance number 5, which is amending chapter 15, which is the mayor's chapter. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I like,
So, one comment I would make, that I believe the attorney was given the wrong version of the current mayor chapter. And really, I didn't see any glaring conflict. Number 8 talked about professional services. It already said with council approval, so I just added that same sentence. It didn't talk at all about the mayor being able to contact the attorney. This was the closest that you could get out of what our current mayor chapter is.
any discussion on this one, council? If there isn't any, I'll let I'd like to speak again, so re-identify yourself.
Barbara Connor, 101 Williams Boulevard, Fairfax, Iowa. So again, I would like to say or ask, why couldn't the mayor, why don't you trust the mayor like you always have? In every year since I've ever lived here, to go ahead and speak to the city's attorney? Why would you not do that?
Barb, you're up there and you just want to argue.
No, I don't. I just want to know the answers.
I think what started this was about $15,000 spent on a he said, she said that didn't need to be spent. And that could have been resolved in the collaborative manner that we set up to this resolution.
$15,000. Let's talk about maybe millions of dollars.
Barb,
And let's keep on topic.
Yes,
Yes, I might keep on.
please let the mayor conduct the meeting, or stay on topic. Please.
$15,000. Chump change in Fairfax. We need legal counsel. We need people here. In fact, years ago, we used to have a lawyer at every meeting. That's before you, Mr. Daly. Probably most of you people here, except for Mary Ann.
And myself, we did have the attorney attend every meeting.
Absolutely. That needs to happen. In my opinion, that would save Fairfax a lot of money over the years, had that had happened. But no, somewhere back in the day, the attorney was let go. Now, why would that be?
It happened before I came. Attorney was never attending when
Yeah,
I
it's back
started.
when we
and
were-
I was-
About the time Cynthia came along, I think that happened. So I think it's about time maybe we
So
should
you're
consider.
accusing Cynthia?
No,
You just pointed at her a little bit ago. You're accusing her even though they stopped having come before she came.
Yeah. the
So you're
attorney was-
accusing her of doing it?
I'm not accusing anybody.
Well, since you just pointed at.
No,
it,
I said this,
No,
but here,
no,
but, oh,
Okay.
well,
All right, Mike and
I
Barb.
can speak to that. The reason we stopped having the attorney come was because it was just getting cost effective and they were literally coming and sitting and not participating. We didn't have a need for them to be here. So we asked them not to come anymore, and if we had a problem, we would reach out. So it was actually a cost savings method to not have them come to the meetings.
so when you say we
They
reached out, who did?
it would have been the council's decision
It was the mayor's decision.
not to have them come.
It was the mayor's decision. So here we go. I mean, we voted, as all of us voted, Joanne won by a huge abundance.
No, I'm fine. Just like.
Yeah, a landslide, this last election. So I voted for her because I knew that she would take care of us and she's honest. She cares about this community. She always has. She loves it. She's not out for anybody's best interest. She cares about everybody equally. And now you, as a council or somebody, one council member and a few city employees are trying to basically tie her hands behind her back and not let her, like I voted for her to do and so many others did too, reach out to the city's attorney. Wow. Just wow.
Okay, Barb,
Thank you.
thank you. Okay. So we're on ordinance number 5, which is amending chapter 15, which is the mayor's,
And it's just amending the one paragraph.
the one paragraph. Any further discussion, council? If
Can I
not,
ask a question? Can I ask a question without getting up?
Quick.
When we hired the city administrator, did we provide those candidates with their job duties?
yes,
Okay. Did that change the mayor's
That's two
job?
questions.
Did that change the mayor's job duties at all when we hired the city administrator?
only after they started changing the ordinances.
Okay, so the mayor's duties have changed since 1954 when Barb's talking about.
I don't know about
He may
that.
be exaggerating. Yeah.
Marion, were you on the council in 1954?
The mayor chapter
Yes, the mayor's responsibilities have been radically changed and reduced since we.
in January of 25.
That's what I thought. That's why I'm asking the
And
question because.
Joanne has graciously taken part in that process to say, this-
Exactly.
I don't wanna do this, this would be better suited for the admin, so that they actually have been working together for that.
And we drafted the proposal of that even before the city admin was hired. And we drafted the city admin's job description. Joanne and I worked on it and then you guys all gave input on it, even before whoever was hired.
The conversation's going confusing roles and responsibilities and authority though.
Yeah,
So there's a big difference between those.
yeah, we're getting off topic again, so.
I'm not off topic, I'm just saying the mayor's duties may have changed somewhat from the period of time that Barb's discussing. When we had the attorney here.
Correct.
So we're specifically talking about this proposed ordinance.
Well, and just so everyone here knows, if this doesn't work, it's not like we can't change it or do something different. I'm just saying that even though it's a resolution and we have ordinances, like we're changing an ordinance right now to reflect what's relevant. And so this is, if this doesn't work and we have issues or problems, we can certainly revisit it and come up with, go back to what we're doing now or come up with a different solution. But this is just, we're trying to address what some people felt was like an overspend on legal fees, and that they're thinking that it would be better for us to try to resolve issues in-house before we reach out to the attorney. So they're hoping that it would actually reduce cost, but we're still gonna reach out to the attorney when and if we deem necessary. It's just more cumbersome now, unfortunately.
So I have not heard the council request attorney review of these revisions. Just so you know.
And the emails I read, he didn't specify that there was anything truly problematic with them.
Did he say something about the ordinance didn't reflect with what we had changed, so
Correct.
that is why we're changing these two. So
But
we're doing
he-
exactly what he had said.
But he has not looked at the actual changes.
We're changing it to reflect what
Resolution.
the resolution was.
Okay, I'm just saying, the attorney has not reviewed these. Any further discussion? If not, need a motion for ordinance number 5.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please, Mary Ann.
Aye.
Aye. Same.
Aye.
Next, we need to consider a motion to suspend the rules requiring that it be voted on 2 more times.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please, Tom.
Aye.
Aye.
Nay. Aye.
Aye. And finally, need a motion to give final approval this evening.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please, Mary Ann.
Aye.
Aye. Nay.
Aye. Aye.
All right, thank you. Mayor's comments. Everyone have a happy new year. The administrator is not present. Anything additional, Cynthia?
Just that, council will get one more paycheck tomorrow, because I thought we were done, so I did payroll. But I'll do one more for tonight's meeting, so just look for that tomorrow,
And when is our next meeting?
We have
January
a special meeting January 8th,
and then the 13th is
so
the
that's
regular.
next Thursday.
And then the 20th is the budget stuff.
At our next meeting, because it was denied here, I'd like to add 2 topics, the building and expected with the next council on the 13th for the regular meeting.
Need to submit a written request, please.
And then what I'd also, my email about the personal data breach and bringing in outside consulting.
You cannot speak to that topic without adding it to the agenda, and it's
I
not on the
have to
agenda.
add to the agenda, and I will submit a written
You need
one
to submit a written
and
request,
submitting
please.
fraud protection for.
Quit speaking, it's not on the agenda. Cynthia, I'm sorry, you're interrupted with your.
No, I was
About the paycheck?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
need a motion to adjourn, please.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Here.